Hello, I'm Darren, and we are back in Tarkov. I had the game loaded up anyway, so we are going to start our 1440p testing here. So, as I said, we're going to run through a load of games on 1440p, and we're going to run through the same games at 4K, and then we will do the same on the NVIDIA system. We'll quick go through my settings while I'm here. Hopefully not in any danger of death. Let me just run down here because that is an extract point. Okay. So, now these are the settings I normally run in this game, but I normally run them at 4K. And I normally run them using an upscaler. So, we're at 1440p. We have the texture quality at the highest. We have the shadow quality at ultra. We have the highest LOD quality. We have the longest overall visibility. We are using the high TAA for the anti-aliasing. We have no upscalers on. Scary. We are using HBAO at colored ultra. Screen space reflections at medium. Now I've tested these. They do go up to high. Now it goes to ultra. It doesn't make any difference. Medium still looks as good. When you are around water, ultra gives you kind of a performance hit with no gain in visuals. The water in this just isn't actually very good. So it's not worth taking the performance hit around a volume of water for no visual. I play this game a lot, so I have tested this stuff out. And the only thing that we've got down here is the high quality color. So when we move across to the NVIDIA system, we will use these same settings, just so everyone is aware. Oh, let me just check. So we shouldn't have, no, we've got no post effects enabled either. So here we go, we're at 1440p. Now this game does have a 144 FPS cap. As you can see, well, I don't know if it will show up. It might not show up in the recordings. That's the only problem. It's always hard to know what does kind of show up and what doesn't show up in the recordings. I wonder what the hell that was. Yeah, okay. So, I'm not going to waste my time collecting or picking anything up because I have no space in my inventory anyway, so... I'm not sure whether it shows up, but you get quite bad. The TAA in this game isn't fantastic. Okay, so you do get, as you can see, in the kind of fine details, in the foliage, it can be quite shimmery. Fence posts and so on and so forth. Not great. As you can see, we're dancing around the frame cap. It is dropping down into sort of like the 120s. In some areas, like I said, maybe around, if I run out, we'll go around on our way out. We'll head out to where the water is. So it gives you a rough idea. This isn't max settings, but it's it's relatively close to max settings. And like I said, these are the settings that I run the game at for a best mix of performance and visuals. So stuff like that is like really fizzly, but I'm trying to avoid death, unfortunately, at the same time. So yeah, I mean, the other awkward thing I will have is we do have dynamic weather. We do have a night and day system. So running this at 4K and then running it on the other system and having the same kind of daylight cycle and blue skies at the same time of day. That might not be the easiest thing to do, but like I said, this isn't a benchmark. This is basically running through the games, looking at the settings, what looks good, what doesn't look good. So, I mean, we've had a relatively I like the way that's dirt pile disappears and then comes back. That's good, isn't it? So, yes, we've had a relatively good look. The only thing that really is left to try, there's no point going mad in it, is we can have a look and see what FSR looks like. The only options that we have is DLSS, FSR1 and FSR 2.2. FSR 2.2 clearly looks better than FSR 1. Why that's still there, I'm not really sure. So we'll take it to quality. We'll check it out. So yeah, that isn't fantastic at all. That's pretty what we like on, yeah. Not something that I'd want to do. We don't need it for performance. We are now probably likely to stay closer to our cap at all times, I would imagine. So we'll be closer to that 144. But stuff like these small details, obviously on movement, are pretty nasty. There can be quite a lot of fine details in this game. This isn't the most interesting map to keep showing people, but it's one of the smaller maps, so it gives me a good... I can pretty much guarantee that I'm going to spawn in a similar place and I can get to a similar place. So yeah, as you can see, FSR isn't great in this game. It's not terrible, but in this situation, I probably wouldn't choose to run it. I think I noticed, looking down the map where we started, that it was all quite fizzly down there. So we'll just check that out again and we'll end where we start. There's no point running down to the water. I think we'll just end up dragging the video out a lot longer than what we need to do for this first test, but yeah. Obviously a lot of stuff shows up at distance, so we'll check it out at distance. It's all a little bit not great. But this game, as I said, doesn't particularly have, yeah, all of these kind of tracks are all a bit shimmery and there's a lot going on. So it doesn't have brilliant TAA implementation. If we go back to off TAA, see, it's not like it's perfect. In fact, it's probably worse than FSR in some cases. I'm not sure if that's actually worse. It could actually be worse. I think those look a little bit better. Those railings. That is nasty. Let's just double check. I was having a problem before that settings weren't actually working. I don't know why. Nah, it's still quite bad there. So hopefully when we run the video that will look the same and it won't just be because I've messed the setting up. But there's no point me going on any further. We've been running nearly 10 minutes now. I think we've kind of seen everything that we need to see. So, you know, that's kind of the performance that we're going to get, 1440p. Like I said, we are capped at the minute, so we are at our maximum. So it will drop down a little bit, but I think it dropped down into the 120s in areas. So we're somewhere between 140 and 120. It's not going to go over 144, so I'll leave it at that. And we will move on to the next one. Hello, I'm Darren, and for our second game we are running Grayzone Warfare. So we've come down to this a random little town where I might end up dead. And we've got a few things here that we can check out. So now this is an online game and the servers aren't great. Certainly the European servers aren't great, so you might see a bit of rubber banding. We're just going to have to get through that and ignore that, unfortunately. And take it as not a indication of the game itself. So before I get within shooting distance, which I probably already am, we will just check out the settings. So we're on the 7900 XTX with the 7800 X3D. We are at 1440p. We have Epic across the quality settings. Our resolution scale is at 100%, so we are not upscaling. We are using TSR. We don't have a choice. As in, you have to use something. It's an Unreal Engine 5 game, so for anti-aliasing, your standard option is TSR. It is on the Epic quality, which everything after that, I'm not actually sure. I'm not going to lie, I'm not particularly sure what their presets are here, but I've set it to 100% resolution scale, so this should be, this 70-ish FPS should be about native 1440p at Epic, I think. We will run the same settings on the NVIDIA GPU, so however it works out, it works out. Now, as far as visual wise, yeah, the trees are quite flickery. I don't find TSR like particularly impressive. At 4K it's a lot better, but 1440p, and I mean the reason I moved to 4K, oh shit. Okay, I thought this area had been cleared out, I'm not gonna lie. So this might be a little bit hairy. Yes, now the reason I moved to 4K is because I do not like bad AA. It really bugs me. And 4K does tend to clear out, or does tend to help with bad anti-aliasing. There's definitely someone here, because a lot of these people are dead. I'm not quite sure what happened there. This is quite a good place. I've been here before that we can check things out. So the water looks relatively stable, relatively clear. Those power lines don't look terrible. Those power lines over there don't look terrible. I need to keep an eye out just in case someone starts shooting at me, because these guys don't really give you much of a break down in this area. There is a boss down here apparently, so yes, so there we go, TSR. So if we changed to, we are on a AMD GPU, so let's see what we have in the way of AMD goodies. So if we move across to FSR, we have native AA, which will leave us on this 100% resolution scale. So we will try that. And that's terrible. I don't know if you can obviously see all of this going on. If that's not showing up on YouTube, then none of these videos are going to make sense, but that's really not great. So, yeah, those power lines are a mess. The grass isn't great. I'm actually quite surprised at that, because FSR's AA is normally not this bad. Well, they're 100% AA. I've seen it in a few games. This is not great. I'm going to assume if we go to... Sorry, I'm not used to this menu. I'm going to assume if we go to quality, it can only get worse. So let's have a look. It's obviously making the changes. We've had a increase in FPS. We are at 67% resolution, and yeah, it's even worse now. So I'm going to say, unfortunately, I was going to say, if that guy didn't die from a headshot, this game's broken. But luckily, it did go down. I wouldn't particularly want to play like this. This is just way too much going on. Like, even trying to look down there, looking all over there, it's chaotic. So I'd have to probably say this is not how I would play this game, personally. So I know what's going to happen. Someone's going to sneak up on me and kill me in a minute. Nah, this is just, yeah, it's not good. This is a right mess. So, what are those trees like? Not good. Yeah, they've just morphed into something nasty. That's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to quick see. The only problem that we have here is frame gen. If I'm not using FSR, let's have a look what XCSS looks like. Is there a native? Quality. Let's have to check that out. It's better. What we like. So it's slightly better performance than, I think Intel have messed with their things, haven't they? So it's slightly, let me have a look what the resolution scale says. Because I'm not sure what Intel have done with their upscaling. Well, it says 67%. It's given more performance than, or is it? No, maybe it's not. I don't know. If you're watching, we'll look it back. It's not a problem. There's no need to go through it too much. So TSR is definitely the best option at 100% scale. Let me just check. FSR at AA. It did go to 100%. Yes, it did. And it's absolutely shocking. I'm really surprised at that. Because the problem we've got here is I don't want to play like that, but to get frame generation, I don't have a choice. Because frame gen is tied into... So frame gen takes us up to 120 at native AA, but it looks absolutely terrible, which is a sucker. So I'm going to have to say, I'm going to have to forego... Oh my god. I love the way people run in this game like they've shit themselves. It's hilarious. So I'm going to have to say, unfortunately for me, playing this game, I'd have to go with TSR. So where were we? TSR Epic. Now that goes to 67%. Which I find weird, because there doesn't seem to be a way of setting, although it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look as good as what it looked like at 100%. What we at, 90 frames-ish, give or take. Oh my god, this guy's got no gear. What's he doing? Oh, he must have died there. Interesting. Okay, so... I want to wrap this up because I don't want these to go on for too long or it will take forever. So if we go to this and we take that back up to 100%. Yeah, that's nicer. It doesn't quite have that blur. It does have a bit of aliasing, but it's not bad. And this across here is a lot better. Down here is a lot better. The trees are a lot better. Honestly, for visuals, 70 FPS compared to 120. It's not brilliant, but I'll take it. I think I'd rather the 70 FPS because this game is a game where you don't really want all of this noise going on when you're trying to spot an enemy at distance. So I'm going to go with that. We're 10 minutes in. I'm going to leave it there. And we're going to go on to the next game. Hello, welcome back. Now, this is our third game. We're doing some shooters. We're running CUD because it's the AMD's time to shine. This is what this baby was built for. So, we are running at 1440p. I will go through the settings in a minute once we're dead. We're getting our typical packet burst, so I'll just hit here. Oh, in fact, might as well go for it now. So, settings, graphics, display. We're at 1440p. We are, we're not V-synced. We have everything uncapped. And then we are running the fidelity CAS at 65 because that's what people say is the best, and then we're running everything as high as it can be. Are we actually playable? Maybe. And as you can see, we have super frame rate. So fast that I ran straight past the ladder. It was that insane. Ooh, and I see those little white lights shining right. Oh my god, wrong button. Ooh. Playing different shooters with different buttons is always a recipe for disaster. So yeah, this is the AMD kicking ass really. I'm going to pretty much bet my life that the... Really? That the 4080, unfortunately, ain't getting near this. I don't know, but I'm gonna bet on it. We will run through, because we are on an AMD system, so we will run through FSR in a minute, but I don't think FSR looked good at 4K in this game. I might be wrong. I don't want to feel like I'm constantly slagging FSR off. There are games it looks alright in, and I'm hoping we might be able to try some of those games out later. I'm not going to be running as many games as what I thought I was going to run, because I've had a few technical issues which we will run through at the end of this. So basically at this moment in time I'm going to do I'm going to edit the 3 shooters that we've just gone through into a video, and that will be the first section that I'll put up. So that'll be the 1440p games that we've had available as shooters. We'll put all of those into one video because it's going to end up being quite long. By the time I've run through everything, I thought, well, I'd hoped that I was going to do everything. Where is this guy? Yeah, I kind of hoped that I'd get everything in like 5-minute videos, but it's... Well, he can obviously see me, and he's a really bad shot. Yeah. So, I had it in my mind that I would be able to do everything in 5-minute videos, and it just hasn't worked out that way. So, never mind. Is what it is. So, I will do these 3 shooters at 1440p on this system, upload those into a video, and then I will find another 3 games. Oh, hello. And we will... I'm kind of thinking... I'll probably do Cyberpunk. You know, we've done Call of Duty. We've been fair to AMD. We'll do Cyberpunk for the NVIDIA. And then... I was thinking Dragon's Dogma... Oh, hello. I was thinking Dragon's Dogma. That's a new one. Because I want to put in some new games because, you know, new games are kind of what you want to see if it's capable of running on, right? Or maybe I'm missing. I think that guy had a thermal, and he obviously wants. He obviously wants revenge. And that guy there can probably just about see my head. That guy I can't hit. I'm not quite sure why. Yeah, I can see you, mate. I just can't hit you. Yes, I can. Not quite sure where that guy is. I think I might have upset a few people. They're just gonna have to deal with it. So, now that I'm dead, although I think that guy is here. I'm sure he was around here. Can I get in here? Can I hide? I'm not sure this is the best place to hide, but... Okay, so we will quick check out what FSR has to offer. Oh god, where am I going? Display? No. Quality? Yeah. Here we go. So we will try FSR 3. We don't want frame generation. We'll go on to quality. We don't want frame gen. No one wants frame gen. Let's go with that. Apply. Okay. How's we looking? A bit blurry, I think. I don't think it's... Oh god, apart from that. That ain't nice. Does that happen with... I don't know if that happens with Fidelity Cast or not. Down. So I think it's fair to say that Fidelity... I'm not sat in a very good position today. My mouse feels very not good. Yeah, I think Fidelity Cast looked far better, didn't it? I don't know if the performance was much different. Was this 250? It's all over the place really, it's hard to say, but I think we'll go back because I'm not really keen on that. I did look up on the internet and people seem to swear by this, so... Did that apply? Or did I do something stupid? Or did it crash? No, it's good. It's good.
We're losing ground. Secure the perimeter. Friendly UAV online. Hostile mosquito
let me just check that. I think that's sorted. It's still a bit aliasy, but we are at 1440p, so...
Friendly mosquito active. Hostile UAV in the area.
God, I've played so many games I can't remember how to get out. Right, okay. Settings. Graphics. Fidelity Cast, yeah, so that's going. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a nicer picture. Oh, shit! I should really not be taking out the AI, but... Right, where were they? There was a lot of people down there. I was lit up like a fucking Christmas tree.
Halfway to mission complete.
Yeah, I didn't fancy my chances there. Okay. But... Oh, hold on. Revenge is sweet. Right? This is why we play it. Where was he? I reckon it is you. Oh yes. Revenge. I know. It's filth, right? But what can I say? I'm 44-year-old immature. my god.
Friendly Mosquito deployed.
So, I will call this video in a minute. I don't think there's anything else really left to see. I think it's really worth going down settings. I'd play it like this. You get into, like, the monitor I'm on tops out at 165, so obviously I know people wouldn't play these settings. You'd probably be on much lower settings, but I can't hit shit today.
Enemy precision airstrike. Find cover.
Yeah, I think we've had a good indication of what it looks like with high settings. That should have been my kill. I'm not impressed. What are you doing up there?
We're making ground. Maintain the momentum.
Okay. Where's this sniper?
Hostile chopper gunner
See,
incoming.
now normally they come back for revenge, but this guy, he don't want it. I guess he knows.
Hostile SAE near your position.
I guess he knows what he's up against.
A cargo helo has entered the airspace.
Enemy helo destroyed.
Team player. Team player, right there. Helping my team out.
Enemies deployed a counter UAV.
This is actually a little bit boring.
Getting overrun. Pull back.
Yeah, it is a little bit choppy, but that's down to the fact that I'm letting it go well over my refresh rate. So. Because that felt incredibly choppy, didn't it? What's going on then? Maybe not. Might have just been a bit of a
Hostiles deployed a Mosquito.
server shit in itself. Although,
Hostile IMS active.
I don't think I got him, did I? Was that the AI?
Hostile IMS active.
Ooh.
Enemy UAV active. Friendly SAE inbound. Cruise missile
These
ready
people
for launch.
love their thermal scopes, don't they? Too scared to fight head to head, that's what it is. See, this game, I should stop the recording, but I kind of get into it, and I shouldn't, because I hate it. Oh, dude, come on.
Heavy armor supplies are
Don't make
inbound.
me have to come back and get you. Don't be like that. Right, we're going to stop in a sec, because if not, I'm going to... Hold on, what's that?
Shit. Watch your fire.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Friendly UAV on station.
There's so much going on, man. I just didn't know. Right, I'm getting sniped. Oh, hello.
For my
My
friend.
God, you made me look insane. What are you? Like level 2? It would appear that there's...
1 minute remaining.
Oh, shit, I didn't want to do that.
Reloading.
No, it's alright. I've got a very small amount of skills. Where are you shooting at? Where? Look in your map, dude. There's someone around this corner. Get him. Get him. Good sliding. Good slide. I like that. Good tactical slide.
I'm reloading.
Friendly SAE on the way. 30 seconds
Good work,
remaining.
man. I'm impressed. Oh, we're nearly finished. Okay. Can I not? Oh.
Entering the AO.
See, that's how bad my map knowledge is. I'm trying to go over something that I clearly can't even vault over. Never mind. So, on that bombshell,
Remaining.
here we go. This is the 7900 XTX and 7800 X3D system dominating in Call of Duty.
The mission's complete. Good work.
And I shall see you in the next one.